You've hit Beltline Construction, brought to you by Calvin College Media Production. Here's your host, Grand Rapids personal trainer, Mighty Joe.
All right, welcome back to another episode of Beltline Construction. I am Mighty Joe. Today we're going to talk about power training, really explosive sort of exercise. There's a common misconception in the gym that you have to train slow and controlled with everything that you do, but in real life, sometimes we have to move fast. Try throwing a ball in slow motion or sprinting in slow motion. You can't really do it. So today we're going to focus on exercise that produce force very quickly. We're going to express power as fast as we can. That's really the bottom line. Stephanie and Travis are already showing one of the exercises we're going to work on today. It's a lot like a push-up or a bench press, but instead of having to decelerate at the top of the movements, they get to let go of the ball and really explode all the way through the exercise. So I'll take this out of your way right now. And we're going to start off with Travis demonstrating a level change exercise using a step. And if you don't have a step, you can do this at ground level. But what we're going to do is we're going to squat down and then stand up and jump explosively and then land on the other side of the step. And start out slow with this the first couple times you do it because you want to make sure that your foot lands on the step and not going sideways. Good. As far as repetitions, we're going to try to get maybe between 3 and 8. If you can do more than 8, I'd argue that you're not working hard enough. You need to either wear a weighted vest or somehow carry some extra weight, or possibly use a higher step. So you're actually getting down lower with the leg that's doing the work. The one that's up on top here is working. Then we'll get one more going back and let Stephanie have a shot at it. Good. Okay, throw you in here into the mix. Same exercise, same activity. Want to explode and then sit into it like a squat with this offset step. And again, if you don't have a step to work with, ground level's fine. This just gives us a little different way to work. Plus it forces us to move sideways, which is getting another plane involved because she also has to decelerate from falling over when she goes left and right. Good. I don't know if you can hear, but it sounds like she's having some fun doing this too. And that's one of the important things when you're working out is to find some way to have fun with it. Okay, good job. What we're going to do is get the medicine ball in here now, and we're going to come back to the exercise we started the show with. You feeling all right? Ready to throw something at me? All right. Everybody always loves to throw stuff at me for some reason, especially after I've worked with them for a while. So what I'm going to do is we're going to do a medicine ball chest pass, just like that. A lot like a basketball chest pass, but now we're using a weighted ball. And Stephanie's trying to knock me out. This is that push-up movement. We're accelerating right into me. Good. Almost like you're throwing lasers out of your fingertips is one way I look at it. Let's get 1 or 2 more, then switch over to Travis. And hope he doesn't knock me out. Last one right there. All right, switch. We're good, we're good. Oh, see, you don't like me, do you? I knew it. I was trying to hurt me. All right, right through my chest. Good. And it's the same 10-pound ball. So for Travis, it's a little bit easier. So what we could do with this, we're in kind of a small area right now, but we could always have him step backwards further so that way he could still push as hard as he can, but it doesn't risk me getting knocked out. Like Mama said. There's a joke in there. Last one coming up right here. Good job. All right. Push-up. That's all it is. It's basically a push-up done differently. Instead of doing this in your home, if you don't have a training partner, you don't want to throw it at a wall if it's not something solid like bricks. Maybe in a basement's a good place for this if you have access to that, solid brick or concrete walls. Don't put it through drywall or plaster. If you do, I'm not responsible for what happens. Next thing you do, and again, if you're in an apartment building and have people living below you, you might not want to do this one inside. You might want to take it out to the yard somewhere or a parking lot. We're going to have you take this and we do a medicine ball floor slam. And it's a lot like a dumbbell pullover you might do in a gym, a back exercise, and now it's very explosive. So we get a nice stretch to the back and then fire it through the floor. A couple of the visuals I like to use are if you imagine there's like just a whole pack of spiders down there coming at you, and you don't like spiders, crush them. You want to put that ball right through them, or imagine you're just digging for oil. That's another way to look at it. 1 or 2 more. Good job. Stretch and go. Good. We'll switch off to Travis now. It's the same thing. We talked in early episodes about prom date as our guideline, painless range of motion, demonstrating acceptable technique. And if you can put more oomph into it, that's good. But this is the bouncy ball. So if you do this at home, and if you've never used a medicine ball before, see how much bounce yours has before you use it. Because if it bounces real hard, you're not ready for it, he might be eating the medicine ball. And I'm not going to pay for your dental bills on that one either. So stretch and go. And they also make these things out of like leather and more of like a sand-filled sort of core, so it sits dead, so it'll give you extra work. You have to bend over and pick it up every time. Well, 1 more. Good. All right, going to take it from there. What do we got next? I think we have a power lunge, right? You feeling ready for that? Your legs are feeling good?
Yeah. Good.
Okay, Stephanie's going to step into a lunge position and explode up, and then switch her position from where she started. So whichever leg starts in front, she's going to switch. Again, our rep range is going to be about 3 to 8 reps. If you can't get 3, we want to make it a little bit easier. Maybe not sitting as low on the landing. If you can do more than 8, you might want to start considering holding some dumbbells when you do this too. Have a last one right there. The way I count, going to throw Travis in the mix. And prom date is the big thing. Again, painless range of motion, demonstrating acceptable technique. So when he lands, he wants to keep his shoulder over his hip, over his foot, and his knee somewhere in the middle of all that too. I think I missed that joint. Good. And so only go as low as you can control. And if you're not doing this at home with us already, I mean, what are you waiting for? Get up. I mean, these are great exercises, working on producing force, you know, to make your fast twitch fibers really come to work. And those are the ones that have the best capacity for growth and expend a lot of energy. So that's why we want to include stuff like this every once in a while in our workouts. Feeling good right there, I hope. All right, and we both did them. So we can move on now to a push press. This one we're going to have to fake a little bit. Only because Stephanie's so strong, we couldn't bring enough weight into the set here, of course. So we're just going to use a piece of PVC pipe. This could be a barbell, it could be kettlebells, it could be dumbbells, it could be anything that has some weight to it. Ideally, something that's heavier than you would normally use for a shoulder press. Because if you just demonstrate a shoulder press, just a standard shoulder press right now first, without the legs, just a very slow, controlled movement. This is the way a lot of people would exercise. Today, of course, we're doing power sort of training, so I want to get the legs, a little bit of dip, and then punch it. Good. So it's a well-timed oomph is the way I like to describe it. And oomph is, of course, a technical term in fitness circles. A lot of oomph. It's that dip, it's well-timed, and go. If you've ever seen possibly Olympic lifters doing a clean and jerk, it's a lot like that. Like it's the jerk part of a clean and jerk without the clean. I guess we call it a dirty jerk, right? What did I just call you? Anyway, okay, so we're looking good. Well, one more rep. Wonderful, all right. Let's hand that heavy bar over to Travis if we can hold it. Oh, there we go, all right, strong guy. Same thing, overhand grip. So again, a nice solid position. And the idea here is to use as much weight as you can possibly handle. And right here, because we've got, you know, a 3-pound, 5-pound piece of plastic, he's able to get his feet off the ground pretty well. In reality, if you're lifting heavy weight, it's going to force you down. So you're not going to get very far off the ground, but you still want that same explosiveness he's got right there. Another way to do this, if you want to maybe show a split stance for a rep or two. So you're going to go from there and punch up, and you can even kick back into it a bit more. Good. So it just gives you a little bit more oomph. It's all about timing right here in this kind of exercise. So let you get your last one right there. What we're going to do is we're going to start all over and kind of make it a workout, but we're going to alternate between the two of them. Reason being, when you're doing this power sort of work, you don't want to have a really short rest. We've done in the past, we've taken, you know, maybe 30 seconds or so between sets. Today, we're going through a lot of energy. We want to make sure we get the maximal force production out of this. So we want to make sure we have maybe 2, 3, maybe even as many as 5 minutes rest between each set. We don't have that much time in today's show, so we're going to kind of condense things a little bit. But if I could have Stephanie start with jumping in the step. Just go through your 3 to 8 and have Travis jump in. And so when you're working with a training partner, it's a great way to build rest in, especially for this kind of workout, is to have 2 people and just trade off sets. Normally, what I recommend if you have a training partner, just for the interest of getting stuff done and being focused on your workout, and when you get to 8, you can just switch and just let Travis know, because I'm losing count. There we go, all right. If you're training normally and you have a training partner, I recommend that you do your entire workout first. The training partner's there to spot you, to help you, to support you, to change the weights for you. And then when you're done with your workout, they're gonna come to, then you can do the same thing for them. This helps keep things really focused. Good? How about one more going back, and then we'll do the medicine ball chest pass. I'll hand it to you. Here again, Mama said knock me out, right? All right. Hit me, baby, one more time, I think. More musical references, punch it through me. Good. A couple more. Again, remember you got brick walls, solid walls you can use. You can bounce these things off of them. If you don't have a medicine ball, how about one more? If you don't have a medicine ball, one thing you can do is you can actually do like the push-ups on the floor, the old military clapping style push-ups where you push, and then when you're up in the air, you clap your hands and try to catch yourself again on the floor. I know we're getting close to wrapping up here, so we're gonna finish up this workout, and Travis doesn't knock me out first. All right. As far as frequency, when you're doing maximal explosion, you know, maybe 1 to 3 times per week with this kind of workout, but we're gonna get more volume in that we're gonna do more sets than we normally would. How about 1 or 2 more? Good. Last one. And what haven't we done yet? Power lunge. Thank you, Ray, for that, right? Good job. So we have the speed, accelerating the way up. In the next episode, when you come back, watch this again in Beltline Construction, we're going to talk not about the force production, but about force reduction. Imagine if you're stepping off of a step or a curb and you don't know how high it is and you have to judge yourself real quick where you are. You don't have time to be slow. You got to react quickly. So we're going to wrap this up here. Again, I'm Mighty Joe. This is Beltline Construction. Tune in next time. We'll see you then. Travis and Stephanie are going to switch right now. See you then. Till we see you again. Train like you mean it. All right? Take care. Good job. See if I can get low. Keeping this straight ahead.